There is no shadow of a doubt that Doom is a cultural phenomenon that has shaped video games and, in particular, first-person shooters to this day. Despite releasing in 1993, it's still played and revered amongst the community, and the modern Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal still manage to challenge modern conventional norms, sometimes foregoing the lore and narrative to rip and tear until it's done. To great success, I might add. Today at QuakeCon, Bethesda announced the definitive Doom 1 and 2 package in a single download. What's it like? Lace up those boots, load the shotgun, and rip and tear until we're done with our review on the definitive Doom and Doom 2 re-release. Before we go to hell, would you mind liking and subscribing? It's the best way to help What's It Like get found on YouTube, and I can't thank you enough for doing so. Let's start this review by addressing the Coca Demon in the room when it comes to value. This re-release is actually free to existing owners of Doom 1 and 2 on Switch, and also comes separate from those versions for those who don't wish to upgrade. To me, this is a great way of respecting the consumer by 1, not forcing a monetary purchase, and 2, not forcing a version upgrade. For those who don't own the original games on the Switch, this pack comes in at a very reasonable $18 Australian, and comes packed with a horde of new additions and upgrades. The Doom and Doom 2 package comes with Doom 2, Master Levels for Doom 2, TNT Evolution, the Plutonia Experiment, No Rest for the Living, Sigil, and Legacy of Rust, which is a new episode created in collaboration by individuals from id Software, Night Dive Studios, and Machine Games, as well as a new deathmatch pack featuring 25 maps to accompany the existing 18, bringing the total deathmatch levels to 43. The content in this pack alone is staggering, but Bethesda made further improvements to the pack, including the optional remastered soundtrack by Andrew Hulshult, 60 frames per second locked frame rate on Switch, mod support and mod browser, as well as online, cross-platform deathmatch, and co-op for up to 16 players. For the uninitiated, the Doom series follows a space marine called Doom Guy, who must fight off hordes of demons after a science experiment opens a portal to hell. It's fairly light on story during gameplay and focuses on delivering a fast-paced, first-person shooting experience that we've come to love from id Software. Despite the story being light in gameplay, the series has actually garnered a lot of deep and rich lore for those looking to dive deeper outside of the games. But for those looking to blast away, you'll feel right at home here. The levels have secret areas to uncover, interesting enemies to fight, and some tricky puzzles to solve. There's a plethora of weapons to help you get the job done, ranging from more grounded firearms like a pistol or shotgun to iconic sci-fi blasters like the plasma cannon and the infamous BFG, which destroys pretty much everything on sight. Graphically, the Doom and Doom 2 re-release still preserves the classic look of the Doom series' iconic pixelated engine. It looks sharper by default without losing the original charm, but purists can go back to the original look and feel by turning the texture sharpening off completely, turning off wide support, and adjusting bobbing and lighting will still stay locked at 60 frames per second regardless of what options you decide on. It's clear that the Doom and Doom 2 re-release is all about you, the fans, giving players the option to experience a new or original soundtrack, sharpen textures or keep them as the original, and modify the game as they see fit with the mod browser, something missing from a lot of Switch ports. There are only featured mods on the Switch due to platform restrictions, which is to be expected from Nintendo, and the new multiplayer allows for some crazy co-op or deathmatch online, with split-screen options for local play and 16 players online. Now, I might draw some ire here from the fans, but multiplayer did seem to me to be a bit of a chaotic mess, blasting clumsily away while constantly moving. It's very fast-paced and I'm not sure it will appeal to all players, but it's nice to have the option there. During my playtime, I did find the experience to be a bit laggy in some areas, and I'm not sure if that's due to cross-play network issues and day one launches or my internet connection. I will update this review after some more thorough testing over the next week or so. Another new addition takes a huge step forward in game preservation in the form of the id Vault, a collection of original artwork and sprites that players can browse through. It covers a lot of enemies, items, textures, and weapons, and even allows players to scroll through animations frame by frame. I found it fascinating looking through these and reading the notes that contained some interesting trivia on designs and function, as well as seeing early HUD concepts that never made it into the original games. It helped paint a picture of what never came to be, and how the original vision evolved into the fantastic series we have today. There's also an achievement list for players who love achievements and trophies, and it's a real nice touch. For my vision impaired Doomslayers, I am pleased to announce that this new package offers some well thought out accessibility options like high contrast text, changing the font to be more legible, and the ability to soften or harden full screen effects, text to speech for multiplayer, and the option to allow the game to speak for you, converting chat to audible dialogue for other players. I should add that for some reason text to speech isn't available for the menu sections, but changing the typeface for said menus is a nice touch. There's an option for additional lighting to brighten dark areas without washing out the textures, something which usually happens when turning the brightness up. The game also features gyro controls for moving left and right, which wasn't for me, but might appeal to some players. This package is a love letter to the series, and I know that that's a trope that gets thrown around a lot, especially in game reviews. The Doom and Doom 2 re-release is all about you as the player, customizing your Doom experience to that what suits you. It's a complete collection with new experiences thrown in and free to owners of the original. This could have been a chance for some quick cash from fans. Instead, it's a meticulously thought out and carefully put together package that's essential for fans of the Doom series. The Doom and Doom 2 re-release is a what's it like certified exceptional game. So, what's it like? Since Doom is the grandfather of all shooters, there's really nothing else quite like it. Now rip and tear until it's done. I award it a 92 out of 100. Thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. The best way you can support me is to like and subscribe and continue watching my content if you enjoy it. But if you do want to go that bit extra, you can buy me a coffee or join our Patreon, which shows you behind the scenes of this channel. Thanks again.